tonight on the schedule, we had a public hearing about the school budget. So I will entertain a motion to open the public hearing.
I move we open the public hearing. Seconded.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion on the opening? I hope not. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. So the public hearing is open. Tonight, we are hearing any comments on the budget that the school committee is considering. The school committee is right now asked to approve a preliminary budget there is a preliminary budget proposed that we will eventually be asked to approve of $43,427,796. And so if anyone in the crowd would like to come up and make any comments about that budget, we'll open that up. You can say your name and your address, and we have this time reserved for that. I will restrict comments to the topic of the budget. If we also have public comment at the beginning of our regular meeting, which starts at 7. So if you have any comments that don't address the budget specifically, you can save it for that. But with that, we'll open up the floor, and if no one has any comments, then we'll just wait and see if anyone comes in for a little bit. But I open up the floor.
Questions, more than anything.
And please state your name
Yep.
and your address.
Tim Roderick, 31 Airport Road. For the budget fiscal year coming up, what amount of money is set aside for G-term?
I'll have to look. Almost all of it is from funds that are donated to the district at this point. So I want to say off the top of my head, last year it was a couple $1,000s.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. The other question I have is from the school department's the only one that can do a level service funded budget in government that I'm aware of. And that to me means that you're basing your budget on a service criteria that you have. So you per se automatically get an increase no matter what. So my question is, as the enrollment may dip or go up, how do you take that money back out of the budget when it's not needed for that particular purpose? Or does it carry through all the years and move with that population group?
So if we had this generally for us, like we had NESDEC come out, we have them come out every 3 years and do like a 10-year plan. We're not expecting any kind of variation aside from about 25 students, plus or minus based on the year. If we did have a real sizable either increase or decrease, that would be reflected. The hard part is immediately in that existing year, you're just on your own, good luck. That change is reflected in Chapter 70 money that following year. So in theory, the school would be reimbursed, or the school district would be reimbursed by the state, or in essence penalized by the state in terms of funding, and that would be reflected in our budget.
Okay, so I guess I would assume that if you see a big decrease over years,
Yep.
that your service isn't the same anymore, that you can actually decrease the service.
Correct.
So how would you handle that strictly through the Chapter 70 funds?
No, if it was, I've never had to deal with that in Grafton so far, where it's significant, but sure, we've maintained the same basic class, like we wouldn't go down to class sizes of 10 and say, hallelujah, this is great. I wish we could afford to do that, but we can't. So we would have to reduce staff accordingly.
Okay. And just the last question is, how much do we pay principals in the budget, total amount, roughly?
I'd have to look.
I mean, it's not broken down individually.
I wouldn't want an individual breakdown anyway.
Well, what, do you know which schools you're looking at? 'Cause
I
they
don't
make
want to look, I
different-
want the total number. I don't want to look at per school.
altogether?
Yeah.
Oh, if you give me
I
a
don't think it's
second,
So
I can add
we
up the table.
have 6 principals, a range, correct me if I'm wrong, Kristen, but say 113 to probably 132?
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
But so times 6, so less than $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably 700. So I
sorry,
misunderstood
yeah, that's fine.
about that, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Mr. Rodriguez, can I just add, that's all public in the town report. You can see.
Yeah, I
what
have a hard
everybody-
time trying to work
Trying
my
to
way
find it.
through clear government,
Yeah,
especially
okay.
when I go in for like,
I'm
10
figuring it
minutes
out.
at a time trying to find something,
Gotcha.
so, yeah, I realize it's out there.
If you want the exact number that we can.
No, and
Okay.
yeah, no, that's, like I said, that's a
work
rough
out
number, it's
what we're
fine.
looking for. Okay,
Thank you,
Thanks.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yes,
Here it is staying in the history of.
okay,
I think so. I'm just
Sure,
excuse
sure,
myself,
sure,
if
yeah,
that's
yeah,
okay,
no,
'cause
of
I'm
course.
guessing he's downstairs.
okay.
I don't know what I did.
Anyone else for those who have just walked in, we have previously opened the floor for our budget hearing. So if anyone has comments about the proposed school budget this year, just feel free to come on up and ask your question, make your comment. We'll keep the floor open for a few more minutes because we have this on the schedule and we aren't scheduled to start our regular meeting until 7 o'clock, so. Sometimes we just sit here and wait,
Oh,
which is fine.
We had questions this year, that's
Yeah,
great.
Someone might come in and have a question, so. Quiet time.
Yeah.
It's the quietest moment I've had in a while. In a room full of people.
Staring at us. This way. Secretaries.
Hello, Kristen.
Might change. I mean, you go in thinking of something. You're drowning.
This computer, I need a new computer. The battery doesn't last at all. And I forgot to bring
Kind
my
of
one. I don't think I need it though.
Oh, you have an old Mac.
Yeah. Yeah.
They make that
turn. It's like 4 years old.
What kind of power do you have, Kristen?
I have a newer one, but we probably have a power cord. Do you want me to check?
I think, well,
What are you at?
do you want me to show
I've
you
got
what
one
it
right
is?
here.
The old one, it's like this. Oh, yeah.
I can get
Ew.
Do you want a Chromebook?
No, no, it's okay. It's okay. I think I have everything I need.
Well, if it dies in the middle of the meeting, just reach over and grab mine. Did you-
I don't think I need it at all. I mean, everything's gonna be on here.
While we're waiting for this to start. I was gonna ask you.
Mhm.
I wanted- Freeze and rain at 9 o'clock.
Sure. Yeah.
That-
Well,
I mean, if they wanna stay, they can stay, but at least they're not waiting for that.
I know Marcia's not coming, so I don't know
Okay.
if
Well,
they
then we
come.
won't have to worry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, but yeah. Thanks. I didn't know we were getting bad
Yeah, I
weather.
just found out, like, that's why Greg came.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back.
A few more minutes. Yeah, 'cause this, okay, but then this add. And that
Yeah,
wasn't
I was thinking the first
in the
two.
original
Yeah.
plan, so yeah, you're right, it might go. Go long.
Do you wanna take a look through my notes? Stupid time.
Sure.
Oh, you.
Keep it on the clock for you.
Give it like
6:54 right
minutes.
now.
Give us the 2-minute break to reset.
This is just the.
Can't read your writing.
On March 2nd.
Like, oh,
yeah.
wow, okay.
This was the day
Oh,
we.
intense.
This paragraph's about Desi.
Okay.
But I think.
So you couldn't really do anything.
No, it was ridiculous. For a week.
But I'm like, no.
Sorry, I can't help.
And I'm just reminding everyone that we're still recording, so. Even though it feels very
Yeah.
informal.
We just got a thumbs up from the booth. This is gonna be the most boring recording ever.
Yeah.
Hey, Avita.
Hi. So we're having a hearing. This is a public hearing right now, so have a seat, but I'm just letting you know, this is being recorded, and we're just waiting to see if anyone in the next couple of minutes has any questions about the proposed budget. So we'll start in a few minutes on our regular meeting. You want to show it to Graciela?
Yeah, I will. I just remembered one more thing I wanted to add.
Just having our budget public hearing, so for those who've just walked in the room, just to let them know why we're sitting here quietly. I'll give it like 2 more minutes and then we'll reset.
So we have everybody else named.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't read my writing,
Back from Barbara Malone.
this is just adding dates. I actually didn't take masks away. Your paragraph is right, but I think we need a sentence that says when we actually discontinued.
Okay.
Some districts did discontinue as of the 28th.
But like 1 more minute and then I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing. Last chance if anyone has any questions about the budget.
That looks like the worst intersection ever.
Madam Chair,
Laura?
I move to close the public hearing, budget public hearing.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.